Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Trails into Reverie. Pharaoh Fiasco here. In last episode, we just got done with maybe seeing something interesting with Shan, March 17th, Heimdall Central Station. But now, we're back with Class 7, earlier in the day, from C's route.
We're finally here.
Damn, is it 10 already?
Sure is. Heimdall's pretty far from Ymir.
Our next target shall be the muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City.
The Vermilion City C mentioned can only be Heimdall. But the capital is gigantic. We're going to need some way to narrow our search radius.
You ask me, the racecourse in the Garnier district seems suspicious.
Oh, small wonder why.
Do they now?
I know. I'll save having fun till our work's done.
I'd be happy to take you anywhere you like once we've ensured Prince Olivert is safe.
Oh, yeah, then Ash might be waiting quite a while.
As long as it's not the kind of shady businesses I know you want to go to.
I got you. Can't very well go to him in uniform.
That's not the problem here, Ash.
We can go for dessert though, right?
I think we deserve it after spending forever on the frigging train.
Of course. It'll be on me, even.
Right, that's what we want to hear.
Just focus on the investigation first. Let's start with Lady Arie, since she's agreed to speak with us.
I think I know she's a good fighter. She's Kurt's mom.
To the training hall in the Leica district we go then.
I think. Rean's route, Act 2, Vermilion Muck and Mire. Wait, where are Yuna and Kurt? We're gonna meet up with Elise here, we know that, but... The morning after learning from Major Claire of Crossbell's occupation, we set about discussing how we should act. We also established contact with all the members of Class 7 that we could to inform them of the situation. First, there was the matter of Crossbell itself. We knew from the Major's intel that it was under the control of the former Governor General and his Ebon Defense Force. Anxiety over the region's welfare gnawed at us, but as it had been isolated from the outside world, we had no way to learn more. Indeed, there was little we could do on that front for the time being. Then there was the matter of the search for Prince Olivert and Lady Sherazard. Again, put some respect on Shera's name, oh my god! Their whereabouts remained unknown. Furthermore, the Round of Seven system we had used to stay in touch over long distances relied on an artifact stored on the Courageous II. And with the airship stolen, that method of communication was lost to us. Our only clue then was the message sent to the Intelligence Division by C. Vague as it was, the information was undoubtedly our best lead in unraveling the mystery of the prince's disappearance. With hope on the horizon, we set about dividing ourselves into several groups. Musei's not with us either, I forgot about her. Major Claire and Yuna agreed to head east to get a handle on the situation in Crossbell. Meanwhile, Lord Mateus and Kurt would head west and rendezvous with the students of the Vander School. Musei volunteered to return to the branch campus to meet up with the principal and her fellow students, as well as seek help from other sources. The others would all find ways to play to their strengths in aiding our cause. Meanwhile, I was to bring Altina and Ash with me to Heimdall to follow the trail left to us by C's message.
That is basically our situation as it stands. His Excellency also asked us to tell you that he hopes you'll be able to look after the hall in his extended absence.
Thank you for updating me on everything going on.
Okay, this is Aurier. Aurier Vander.
It's the least we could do. Your husband did a lot for us.
More like put us through the goddamn ringer.
Oh yes, he could fight.
All while shrugging off our attacks like we were nothing more than a bunch of buzzing mosquitoes. He sent Kurt flying off a cliff, too. I found him quite terrifying.
I do hope he didn't leave you with any lasting trauma.
On the contrary, we performed to his expectations.
Still, his is a measured hand. If he came at you that fiercely, he trusted you could handle it. I hope you can understand that he only did what he did because he saw potential in all of you.
Oh, for sure. We do. Don't worry. Yeah, could tell he wasn't acting with any ill will. If anything, I'm the one with the reputation for being a stern disciplinarian around here. Based on how often I see my students quake at the knees, I'd wager they fear me more than my husband. We caught wind of that when we were here for one of our field exercises. Kurt's got some monster parents. Surprised the guy ain't half-to Martian or something. In the time I spent with him, it was clear there was much more to him than his stern presence on the battlefield. He was kind enough to share some wisdom with me too. Was he now? He's a man of few words, so that's very unusual. I can't picture that happening at all. Ha, same here. Please don't speak rudely about the man in front of his wife, you two. Don't worry, I appreciate their honesty. Still, I'm glad to see that you all seem even more united as a class than you did when you were last here. Do continue to look after my Kurt, won't you? Of course. We would, even if we weren't asked to. And if he wants help getting into the good kind of trouble, I'm his guy. Getting back to why we're here. Has anything out of the ordinary happened in the capital recently? The students who were here have split up across Erebonia to search for information on Prince Oliver's whereabouts. As such, I'm not as well informed on the situation here in Heimdall as I would be. But there is one thing I feel is worth mentioning. What is that? It feels as though there are more people coming and going than there should be. Especially given how there are no festivals or celebrations here around this time of year. It's making the capital feel more restless than usual, differently from how it did during the summer festival. It's as though there's something stagnant in the air. I'll be glad to not have to deal with any more Calvert spies like at the festival, that's for sure. But stagnant air is all you're gonna get in the city to begin with. You feel anything out of whack, Schwarzer? Not especially, if I'm honest. I'm guessing it's a relatively slight difference, ma'am. Yes, it may even just be my imagination. You've lived in Heimdall for a long time. If something feels amiss to you, it likely is. We'll keep that in mind as we investigate. I'm sorry I can't provide you with any more concrete information. There is one thing I can do, however. I'd like to introduce you to someone dependable to aid your investigation. Okay, and now the reason there's only 3 of us, so we're gonna get our— oh, it's Elise. It's Elise! Oh? Well, I say introduce, but you in particular know her very well. She should be here any moment now. Ah, there we are.
May I come in?
I think I know who that is.
I suspected as much.
By all means.
And there she is, looking a little different. Elise Schwarzer.
Elise.
Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all again. The same to you.
So she's our little helper, huh?
Indeed. Sister to Rean, friend to Princess Alphen, and head of St. Astraya's student council. The noble Elise Schwarzer herself.
She can't have too much more time left in school. A couple months at most.
The princess and Muse have already apprised me of the situation. So I spoke with Lady Aurier and volunteered to aid you upon your arrival. I apologize if my behavior strikes you as meddlesome, but I am certain that I will be able to aid you in your investigation.
She speaks so properly.
You do know more about the capital than any of us.
You're not coming, and that's final.
Jeez, Rean, instant no.
But
Out comes the big brother.
There's still far too much we don't know about the situation here. Given that our enemies pilfered the name of the Imperial Liberation Front, we could very well be dealing with terrorists. Involving a civilian in this would be downright irresponsible.
But Altina is much younger than she is, and she's involved, and she's just a student. Even though Altina's definitely got a more... she was a terrorist too, actually.
so I'm just a civilian, am I? Just a no-good student without a mote of power to her name?
That's not what I'm trying to...
Oh, I think it is. But even leaving that aside, your blunt dismissal misses an important point.
Uh-oh, she came prepared for that.
And what point is that?
That the situation at hand doesn't relate to me, when I am Princess Alphen's dearest friend.
But that is that, and this is... this.
As we speak, she is racked with worry over her brother's well-being. Yet, as the matter is confidential, she has to feign a smile and act as though everything is normal. She cannot cast her responsibilities aside and aid in the search herself either.
So that's why Alphen's not here, but the one time we've ever gotten to use Alphen in battle, all she could do was cast arts. So she wasn't too interesting, and I don't think she even had an S-craft. So yeah, Alphen's not very interesting to me.
And because she cannot, I will do so in her place. If I just sit by idly while she suffers in silence and do nothing to alleviate her burden, I won't be fit to call myself her friend ever again.
Elise.
Looks like you lose this one, Schwarzer.
You realize both of them are Schwarzer in this context.
Right.
If I may, I think you would do well to put your trust in her here. Her skill with a rapier is formidable.
That may be so, but...
I have toiled long and hard to master the art of fencing passed down through our family.
Yeah, Lisa's no slouch.
Of late, I have even grown under Lady Aurier's tutelage.
Whoa, she's got some cross-school experience?
And far from letting my pen rest while my sword hand improves, I have overcome many a challenge as student council president. I am no longer a cowering child in need of your protection, dear brother.
So she's just gonna be talking like this the entire time then?
All right. Ash called this one right. You win.
Then...
We'll be glad to have your assistance. But if things get dangerous, I want you to do as I say. Deal?
Deal!
Okay. It'd be cool if Elise had a new craft, too. But she's probably only got like one or two.
I wish you all well in your investigation. Please, do be careful. Should I catch wind of anything new here, I'll let you know immediately.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Then let us set off. I will do my best not to overextend myself and leave you all to carry the burden.
You'll do fine.
But please, if you are truly in need, I hope you won't hesitate to tell me. For even I possess a strength that you can lean on.
Thanks. It's good to know you've got my back.
And the feeling is mutual.
Alright, cool. Character note entry, Elise. Take care out there, everyone. I'll look into what is causing this disturbance from my end. Do what you can to support your brother and his friends in the meantime, Elise. Alright? But of course... And there's nothing else for us here to investigate, so let's go ahead and head out to the Leica district. Vander Training Hall. Let's see, what to do next? We have to meet up with the rest of our friends who've come to the capital. But there's still plenty of time before our scheduled gathering. Ha, no point in rushing then. Shall we patrol the districts and gather some intelligence? That way we can meet with the others along the way. Given your familiarity with the area, that certainly sounds like the most efficient plan. That reminds me, apparently the violin nerd we're supposed to meet up with is from here. Elliot? Right. Elliot hasn't been on tour, so he's been working in the city. Machias was from the capital too. Machias, Elisa, Toa, and Sharon. I hope they're doing alright. I'm sure they are. For now, let's focus on what we can do. You're right, Rean. And Imperial Citizen. If he had a name, I'd talk to him, but then there's, like, if he had a name, there was the chance that he might show up. And the museum's right around this corner, isn't it?
Should we check the Imperial Museum while we're here?
Wouldn't hurt to poke our noses inside. My old upperclassman might even be on shift.
Yeah, the girl, I think her name was Dorothy. What's her face, his club mate. Here we are, the Imperial Museum. There don't seem to be many visitors today.
If it isn't Rean. Haven't seen you around here since the branch campus's field exercises.
It has been a little bit.
Hey, Dorothy. Good to see you. How's work been treating you?
Pretty good, all things considered. Actually, my publisher's been pushing me to become a full-time author after how well my latest novel sold.
Well, it definitely, you want to make sure you're raking in the dough first, because the one thing you don't want to do as a novelist is count your chickens before they hatch.
But I like my work as a curator too, so I don't think I'm ready to quit just yet.
That's great. Always nice to have options.
And there's the other reason I don't want to go into writing full-time. I'd probably become a total shut-in. I'd miss out on all this. I find the best way to seek inspiration is to observe daily life. People watching, so to speak. Why, as I was on my way home from work the other day, I spotted a budding flower at the nearby cafe that caught my eye. My mind went wild imagining the experiences that could end the precarious final days of his youth. I can't keep doing this. My nose is going to bleed all over my blouse again at this rate. It's no wonder why Her Highness sees you as a kindred spirit. Oh, and it's good to see you again, Ash. I've been wanting to give you an update about the joint publication between our old literature club and yours. Ash is published now? All that's left to gather is a collection of poems by none other than yourself. Tatiana and I haven't given up hope that you'll submit them yet. Lay off, will ya? I told you I'll do it if I feel like it. It's only a matter of time before he gives in. No doubt. So, what brings you all to the capital today? Does it have something to do with that Ebon Defense Force group that occupied Crossbell? It doesn't seem like she's heard anything about Prince Oliver and Lady Shara. Yeah, something like that. By the way, is it just me, or are there fewer visitors here than normal? You noticed? Actually, the museum put a restriction on the number of visitors allowed at once recently. What, is COVID outbroken or something? Something came up that has us concerned. Concerned? What do you mean? Whatever it is, I'm sure it's something we can fight. You remember the museum is connected to a tunnel that leads to Heimdall's Catacombs, right? We've been hearing what sounds like voices coming from that direction lately. It's kind of scary. I would imagine. Do you think it could be monsters? Maybe, but if anything, it sounds more like a ghost. Something completely unnatural. I dusted off my old Orbital staff to take a look down there before, but I didn't come across any sign of monsters. A ghost, huh? You expect us to believe that bullshit? Might I remind you that we experienced monsters and a magic night down there already? Not to mention, this was the spot the Dark Dragon's Nest appeared before the Great Twilight. Something abnormal happening again isn't out of the question. Come to think of it, Instructor Sarah told us she dropped by here a couple of weeks ago. I wasn't here at the time, but the head curator told me as much. There apparently was a break-in, so she came to investigate. I don't think it has anything to do with the noises we've been hearing, though. Perhaps, but it wouldn't hurt to keep it in mind. We should begin our investigation soon. I did put a formal request in with the guild already. We're here now, you don't gotta wait for them. But I guess they're swamped with other things right now. They said it'll be a while before they can get around to it. That's a shame, but I'm not surprised that they would be busy. Right, but we can't afford to just let this situation go unchecked. Would you mind if we looked into it, Dorothy? Not at all! We would really appreciate it! Man, this is going to be a pain in the ass. But I guess it's better than letting this place get done in by a poltergeist or something. Whether the cause is paranormal or not, I think this will be worth our time. I agree. There's a possibility that we could discover something that pertains to our current investigation. In that case, you should take this. A key, I'm sure. Received the museum basement key. It's just over there, to the left of the main exhibit. Thank you, and do be careful. We will be. Once you're in the main exhibition room, hang left and you'll find the stairs that will take you down to the basement. Whatever it is I heard down there, it sounded completely otherworldly. I'm sure you and the others can handle it just fine, but please, be careful, Rean. Yeah, we got this. And I think Crossbell's bell also used to be right there, as like a messed up kind of trophy. We don't have time to look around. Yep, and there's the... I think that's the one that we were on at the beginning of the third. Then there's the Courageous, the Pantagruel, and Ouroboros' ship, maybe? Whose name I can't remember at the moment. Alright. Unlock the door to the basement. Yes, indeed. Heimdall Catacombs. So it looks like we've already got something interesting going on right here. Let's check our equipment. Yeah, see, they've got nothing. Gladiator headband. CP gain 30%. Give that to you. Now he can't be sealed. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine if they don't have the best stuff. Maybe. So these things want a piece? My word! Real accurate info there, Four Eyes. Didn't she say she couldn't find any monsters? That just means the situation has gotten worse since Dorothy checked. And I don't think these are your average kind of monsters. They look like evil Karibos. I've seen this type of creature in the past. An evil fairy, undoubtedly a type of demon. Ha, just as we expected then. I don't know if it's because of them, but I feel a chill on my skin. That just speaks to how powerful the spiritual presence is here. Somehow, though, I don't think these demons are the only reason for this. Alright. Let's keep our guards up and take care of these things.
Let's get them!
There's a bunch. One of these.
Yeah.
A Kijimum. Kijimun, level 104. A spirit from local legend that isn't as aggressive as its malicious form implies. It is drawn to the mana of the underground. It's weak to fire and space.
Engaging.
50% evasion. Let's have her drop a firebolt.
I'm ready.
For her crouch, Swallowtail, Holy Squall, Pure Serenity. Yeah, if we can get them, but in that case...
Fierce as fire! Blazing swarm!
I'll fight.
And now one Swallowtail.
This'll be fun.
Dead Man's Dart.
Hey, you!
This should... Nice. Dropped 2 of them instantly. Move down. Whoa. Okay. So we've got ourselves a problem.
I'm ready.
Let's do another Raging Fire.
Fierce as fire! Blazing swarm!
I'll fight.
And this will be good enough, I guess.
No!
Got him! It's my turn!
Okay, we're gonna need him. Yeah. To fully seat these guys.
It's down!
No, if they both go for Ash, there is no way he's gonna survive. So that's the only problem. Ooh! She got up and it was immediately really confused. Well, Diamond Nova's the strongest thing we got, and we can't throw it out for free. Bad status. We haven't had one of those come up yet. That's one of them dead. You're already frozen, so can we just... She can't reach. And poisoned. So even if we don't... let's do this.
Bloom and flourish. Dancing petals.
Let's go!
Just rock that for the free heals.
Alright, nice work, team.
Whoa, a double level up.
Nice.
103. Rumbling Smash 3 can now be used.
Stats updated.
She just hit level 101. Combat situation resolved. Looks like there is still more. It could be that they'll just keep coming endlessly. And that spiritual presence is as strong as ever. Whatever, they're all small fry to me. But I suppose your little sis ain't too bad, Schwarzer. Beautiful fencing, powerful arts, and precise support. There's no way you learned all of that at St. Estrella. Correct. I belong to no club either. In my case, the rapier skills father taught me serve as the basis of my fighting technique. And when I was younger, Rean tutored me as well. I see. You said as much at the dojo earlier, but you grew up in the perfect environment. She even took lessons from Master Ka-Fai with me before. And then on top of that, she's being trained by the Stormwatcher too. Honestly, you can describe Elise's style as entirely unique to her. Please, you exaggerate. Damn, you ain't Schwarzer's little sis for nothing. Is this the voice Dorothy mentioned? It's coming from deeper within. Are we gonna see a shadow of someone? No. Okay. It's just like the Nosferatu thing. It's totally different from before. Is this an apparition? I swear I just saw something resembling pleroma grass for a second. This pressure is immense. This thing's completely different than what we've fought so far. A hostile spiritual being. It's my first time seeing one like this. It's like the deep-seated grudge of a sorcerer from the Dark Ages made manifest. Either way, it's clear this thing is the source of our problems. Then we just gotta whoop its ass! Easy! Class 7 impresses as always. I must be careful not to hold you all back. We've got 4 on our side, the absolute bare minimum. Looks like the enemy doesn't plan on leaving. If we want to be absolutely sure we can beat it, we should probably fight it with everyone together. Is it not gonna let us take him on right now? Right, there's no reason not to do it right now. Let's get rid of this thing. Here we go, everyone! Yeah, roger that.
String, be careful.
Okay.
I'll save you.
Thanks.
So far, it's not anything we can't handle. Alright,
Fierce
Raging
as
Fire.
Blazing Swarm! It's
Oh
my turn.
crap, I did this wrong.
Yeah!
Oh well. Shadow Vessel, level 104. A strange creature that drifts in the space between dimensions. Will explode with the vile darkness sealed within if damaged. It's weak to wind and space.
Engaging.
Okay, Detector Delta.
Search mode activate. Scan complete.
Adeptus, level 105. A Dark Ages wizard who sacrificed all he was to achieve immortality. All that remains is a shell of pure obsession. It's weak to earth and time.
I'm ready.
Okay, she's only got Tira. So let's do this. Nice.
Here.
Got him!
Numbers up.
And we've got Rumbling Smash 3 now. We can get them. Alright, they're all just cooking something up. So we'll have plenty of time.
I'm up!
Let's do another Raging
Fierce as
Fire.
Blazing Swarm! It's my turn!
Rean is going to strike true, and then we'll immediately do this.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form.
And he has a new S-Craft too, actually, that I should probably have switched to.
4 5
It should be a lot stronger.
7
Maybe not a lot stronger, but it should be stronger.
Breaking Dawn!
My turn.
Right. You got Galleon Fort, but it won't execute before they're all done. Well... Nope.
Divide to conquer.
And honestly, Adeptus will probably have the capability of just summoning new ones.
Initiating
So I'm not super duper worried about it.
Accelerate. Strike.
Yeah, we'll be able to put this guy down though.
Solaris.
Easy enough.
Bringer.
That La Forte Ultra Rare wouldn't be too shabby right now. Can't lie. Uh-oh. Well,
ready.
good thing we can impede.
Fierce as fire! Blazing Swarm!
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go ahead and say no to that.
Here.
Got him!
Numbers up.
Balance down one for... He's got Strength and Arts up large for 4 turns.
Arcus, activate!
He's gonna be able to take a second swipe at Rean, which is not great. Uh-oh.
Time to paint this town red.
So I don't know what he's about to do, but it's definitely going to be bad.
Not a bad trick, huh? Eat this!
Okay.
It's the last call.
What's the over-under on Elise dying here? Well, strength and art's down. So all Kresimir is going to do is give it arts reflect. I'm not worried about that.
I'm ready.
We'll actually have her, Tira,
Marcus,
him.
activate. Yeah.
Thanks.
And then we're going to be able to have Rean start bullying this
Let's
guy
go.
to death.
Fierce as fire. Blazing sworn. It's my turn.
That evasion, it feels like they want us to summon apparition. Yep.
I'll fight.
Oh. Okay, I thought that was going to hurt more.
Oh, goddess, rain your blessings down upon us. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Yeah, that counteracts that pretty effectively.
Let me heal you.
Thanks.
Elise is on top
It's
of
my
it.
turn. Ha!
My turn.
Okay, so we're all set there. Let's have Rean immediately. Oh, we should probably pop that arts reflect, because what's gonna happen is that I think Altina's thing is,
Second.
I think Solaris Bringer, yeah.
Fourth.
So I'll probably just attack with an art just to down it, and also get it to use that crescent break thing again, or crescent mirror again.
8 leaves. Breaking dawn.
All cancel.
Engaging.
Never mind. Let's do another Saintly Force, but this time
Arcus, activate.
make Ash stronger.
Let me heal you.
Thanks.
This thing is just taking basic swipes at us. And I
Numbers
don't
up.
think Ash can impede.
Bloom and flourish. Dancing petals.
Numbers up.
He can with Rumbling Smash. Shouldn't have counted him out. Oh, wow. He's actually got to land it for that to work. I see. I understand. Oh, well, at least it wasn't something bad for
Here I go.
us. But with this...
I shall go.
185. That was not good at all.
Charging.
It's only a 50% chance to evade, but I can't lie. It'd be nice if it went off a little more often.
Let's go.
Rean can impede. Rean can do everything.
Crimson flash.
This'll be fun.
I'm ready.
Dang. Okay,
My
she
turn.
cannot impede. Balance down. Yeah, let's go ahead and have her walk this way. Well, it's just a galleon fort. I'm not expecting it for it to be the worst thing ever, but it might hurt quite a bit is the only thing. And Elise dodged it. Oh my god, it killed him completely.
Thanks.
It's my turn.
Alright, well, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back to us, dude. That was crazy.
Engaging.
Let's do another Dancing
Bloom and
Petals.
flourish. Dancing petals. Engaging.
And he still has that cancel up, so we'll do Artium Heal for these guys.
Artium heal.
Thanks.
So much.
Thanks.
Put us on the defensive
Here I
just
go.
for a little bit, though.
Let's go.
It sucks to have to do it, but... Well, it looks like he's actually just gonna...
Crimson Flash!
Numbers up.
Alright, 0 arts. We'll do another Saintly Force for Rean. Because we've got that all cancel we're gonna hit him with. Uh-oh. Cavalry Edge. I think that's a dark skill, or dark art.
Let me heal you!
Thanks.
I'll save you!
Thanks.
I'll fight!
Alright, so in this instance, we're gonna do this.
Eternally flowing. Formless emptiness. Emptiness.
And maybe we
is form.
should do it a second time
First.
as well.
Second. Third.
Yeah, actually.
Fourth. Fifth. Sixth.
I do like the sound of that, all things considered.
8 leaves. Breaking dawn.
An additional boost to damage would have been much more preferable, but
Eternally flowing.
Rena's strength upped for a reason. He did that was 23,000 damage you just hit this guy for.
Second.
So even without that damage boost,
Fourth. Fifth.
it was still friggin' crazy.
Seventh.
And we've got free BP coming our way
Breaking dawn.
too.
I'll fight!
Let's do another Dancing Petals.
Bloom and
Immediately
flourish.
reissue that.
Dancing petals! I'm ready!
So she's... That Soul Blur is not going to be done in time. Oh! Okay, well, cool.
Got him.
Numbers up.
We can't Saintly Force. So it'll have to be Elise then. And in this instance, Raging Fire to help her
Blazing
damage.
Swarm.
Numbers up.
And just a regular one of these.
Here I come. Prepare yourselves! Ah! Scatter! Fragrant Garden!
It'd be nice if it had someone
I shall go.
other than us to attack, but... Oh well. Jeez! He keeps getting bullied to death. Just another Crescent Mirror. Yeah, this guy doesn't really have anything we had to worry about. Like, this whole battle seems like it's just here to make her, order look especially good, but...
Yeah!
Yeah, we're fine on that.
Thanks.
I'm up.
How much? Yeah, barely any HP left.
I'm ready!
Well, we don't have to. It's only got 69 hit points. She needs something, though, dude, because Rean is hitting for, like, 10 times as much damage as her... Like, her basic attack hits for 10 times less damage than Rean's
Proud of what we've
does.
done!
That's genuinely insane.
Nice. That'll do it.
Stats updated.
Arcadius Gear 2 can now be used. Yeah, let's check Rean's S-Crafts, too, once this scene is all done. Good work, everyone. Whew, I'm glad things worked out. And it feels like the atmosphere around here is calming down. Then the apparition was the source of the problems down here. That seems like a safe conclusion. I imagine the rest of the monsters will leave as time goes on.
You know, I may have underestimated your skills, Elise.
Or maybe her basic attack isn't too impressive, but everything else is pretty okay.
You've gotten so strong. Stronger than I ever could have imagined. As your big brother, I'll always be fussing over you at least a little. But now I know I can absolutely trust you to have my back.
You mean it? I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Pretty candid of you there, Schwarzer. That just goes to show how much Elise's resolve got through to him. Now then, we've cleared up the cause of that creepy voice. Let's head back up and let Dorothy know what happened here. Hold on. There's nothing... I'm not certain there's nothing down there for us to collect. And we still have to change our S-Craft out. I never expected something like that to appear down there. Thank you so much, Rean. Don't mention it. We're glad we could help. I still wonder what could have caused a spiritual being like that to appear. That's a good question. I know strange monsters and devils appeared across the Empire during the last 2 wars, but why now of all times? And there's not just this incident. A magic knight appeared in Ymir recently as well. We still don't know what caused it. I'm convinced that something is happening just below Erebonia's surface again, at least. Great. Can't this country take a vacation from all the supernatural crap for once? It was a lot like those otherworldly devils that appeared during the Great Twilight. I recall the ones we fought that last day all attempting to absorb large amounts of power. In fact, their appearance may have had something to do with the Holy Beast of Earth. What's happening now is likely caused by something much different, but it's hard to ignore how similar the outcomes are. In any case, we don't have enough information to draw a conclusion as things stand. We should continue focusing on the investigation in front of us like we have been. Oh! Would you take this? Consider it a token of gratitude. We won't be needing to compensate the guild thanks to your help after all. Hopefully it will prove useful during your investigation. 5K, nice. Thanks, Dorothy. We appreciate it. And before you go, could I interest you in a few copies of the new book I mentioned earlier? It's the 3rd volume of the romance series I've poured my blood, sweat, and tears into. Love Song in the Autumn Rain. What temptations await the pair of young men after overcoming so many trials? I'd go on, but saying any more would be spoilers. Well, we wouldn't want that to happen, now would we? And besides, I'd rather support you by purchasing it for myself at a bookstore. You make a good point. In that case, I'll be looking forward to hearing your thoughts when you buy it for yourself and give it a read. Especially you, Ash. Oh, hell no! I expect Ash's spiciest essay to date. RP increased by 5. Alright, so let's... where do our... Breaking Dawn... Yeah, Belial Raid is double S. Sinner's Revelry is 4S. Who was it? Yeah, she just got her 4S, Arcadius Gear 2. Ooh, they're all in cursive. Very cool. Alright, so he's got those, which is good. The Crimson Emblem. He actually doesn't have much more HP than she does. So for the time being, let's give her that. And I'm just gonna check that area one more time. There was something down here. Lone Blade. First attack craft used deals plus 50% damage, balanced down for 1 turn at 10% chance. Alright, and as you just saw, we did indeed find something interesting down there. But with that, and this is Lake Lord & Co. Well, if we want to get upgrades to our stuff, shop by Lake Lord OFR, even though it's really friggin' expensive. We don't have... We can get a Chitinous shell for our snow crab, but... Are any Lake Lords actually here? John, Lake Lord II. Hey, look who just stepped in. Well, I'll be, if it isn't the Ashen Chevalier and his comrades. Your timing couldn't be more perfect. We were just reading a letter from Kenneth and Lady Annabelle. Wow, that's funny. Last I heard, those two were off on a fishing journey across the continent. That they are. From what it says here, they're in Liberl now. They're having the time of their lives, fishing themselves silly. It seems to be quite the educational trip, too. Kenneth's making progress in his report analyzing aquatic ecosystems. Ah, to be so young and full of energy. I can't wait for the two of them to come back and regale me with tales of their exploits. Definitely. I'm sure he'll return twice the fisherman he was when he left. He might even prove helpful with that new enterprise of yours. What new enterprise, pray tell? You mean my water quality management initiative? True, the more data we have, the better we can appropriately manage a wide array of different environments. I already have William helping me out. He's heading out east, as well as the Fisherman's Guild. But if we can get Kenneth and Miss Annabelle to pitch in without it interrupting their journey, that'd be even better. That's what I think. And in fact, I bet they'll be all too eager to lend you a hand. Crossbell really seemed to be finding its feet. It's a shame to see it fall on hard times again with that United Nation business. I hope the members of the Fisherman's Guild aren't having too tough of a time over there. Even I know that's wishful thinking, though. Yeah, as much as I hate to admit it. I was going to offer my congratulations to them all, but then former Governor Rufus had to throw a wrench into everything. Everyone at the Lake Lord Company sounds just as concerned about what's going on as everyone else. We've got to keep making progress on our own investigation over here for the sake of those in Crossbell too. That we undoubtedly shall, Lord Blobel. But I thought the Revolt Company music enterprise was over here some kind of where. You got Clayton and Theodore, but more importantly, the Lucian Art Cafe, which might mean a recipe. Yes, indeed, fruitful pancakes. And then Professor Carton, Myria. There was also somebody named Myria at Armorica. I know there was. So there's two Myrias. That's really strange. But I doubt that's a mistake on the part of the localizers. Falcom just used the same weird name twice. Here it is, the Revolt Company. Mishi Music Box. That actually gives some pretty good stats. Oh my gosh. Yeah. She can use all the strength she can get. Yeah, even when her strength was 200 less than her brother's, that's why. But now she's close to being on par with him. Him not being her brother, him being Ash. That's a private residence. Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's go to Motter Park. If Elliot himself isn't here, then his buddies at the other school probably will be. Heimdall, Motter Park.
Motter Park is a popular spot to relax and unwind.
Don't I know it? I've taken some good-ass naps here. Oh, and there he is.
His music is always so beautiful.
Finding him sure didn't take long, huh?
Yeah, this is where we found his future class. Another one. I didn't think we'd luck out twice in a row. But this is where we found his future classmates when we visited here back in the first game. So I figured...
How tranquil this place usually is. I can't help but always think of when the ILF made a mess of it.
I remember being terrified when the princess and I were kidnapped at the time, but it feels like more a distant memory now.
Every story I hear about you reminds me how strong a person you truly are.
Lemon and Coco. And this is where Rean and Machias fought Laura and Fee. I also remember that. That was truly insane. That was the, and we were playing as Laura and Fee at the time. That's like the first time you face off against Rean as an enemy. And that fight was not easy either. Because that fight taught me how good crafts really were, because Rean was absolutely clobbering us with Gale. It was crazy. And, okay, there he is with his classmates. This is quite the crowd. There's his tune. Not bad. Let's go get a better view. They're all so dapper. I don't know if we could have given a better performance. It may have been our best one yet. Oh, but there's always room for improvement.
I think I'm with them on this one. It's not often our ensemble comes together this perfectly.
You've got me there. I don't think we've had a single note out of sync, did we? Nope, we were all feeling it to the point where it felt natural to play as one. I think you two were so into it that you forgot we had an audience. Not sure I should be proud of losing myself like that. But when it's just you and the music, there's no better feeling in the world. Well, I'll give you a pass this time. As long as our audience was happy, then that's all that really matters. And they were very happy. You know, we wouldn't be having moments like these at all if not for you two. Yeah, if you hadn't shown up when you did. That experience gave me a real wake-up call on just how much power music can have. And it's up to us to decide how to use that power, be it for good or for ill. I regret what we decided last year. I can't believe we tried to take such a beautiful thing and twist it to inspire war. What were we thinking? Whatever it was, it's in the past now. Exactly. You're back to your old selves now, right? A good thing too, because today wouldn't have gone nearly as well without you. Yeah, I could never dream of being how I was. Now we can take what we've learned and focus on bettering both ourselves and the world as musicians. You almost make it sound like you'll be flying circles around me if I don't pick up the slack. Then we'll just have to keep up the pace. Oops, got sidetracked. I've spotted a few familiar faces among the audience and meant to say hello sooner. Oh yeah, you're friends from Thor's, right? We should say hello together. Yeah, let's go. Man.
Sorry for making you wait, but I'm glad you stuck around for the show.
It was a great show.
What'd you think? No need to be polite. Tell us how we really did.
I thought it was brilliant. You were in perfect harmony with one another.
I was genuinely speechless.
Yeah, almost hurts that I wasn't able to catch the start of it.
I'll take that.
We thought we did well too, but it's nice hearing it wasn't just in our heads. Sorry if it feels like we dragged you over our way. Is this the first time you've seen each other as a whole? Oh no, we had a class reunion not too long ago. We just haven't had a chance to play together in ages. And we couldn't pass it up with all of us being in Heimdall now. The Reverie company started up a small orchestra, and I couldn't resist applying since I used to work there. Then Ron and Morris joined it too, so here we are. Huh, I didn't know they started one. I imagine you'd have to be top-notch to be accepted. Yeah, it wasn't easy getting accepted, let me tell you. But hey, we can't let Elliot show us up all the time, so it was worth the hustle. Makes sense. I'm just glad you found a way to keep playing music that makes you happy. And the thing that'll make me happy is the four of us going on tour together in the future. So I hope we can. Really? Consider my bag's already packed. Did you guys just forget what we were talking about? Elliot can do what he likes, but we have to work around the orchestra's schedule. I'm sure we can figure something out, though. By the way, I wasn't expecting to see Elise with you. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. Your classes are sorely missed. I haven't done that many, but that's still nice of you to say. What? You're a teacher? I think the girls mentioned that to me, come to think of it. So Elliot's employed as a music teacher now? You're a music lecturer at St. Estrella, correct? Provisional, but yeah. I'm still learning the ropes to showing the ropes, but it's been a lot of fun so far. I can't believe you get to instruct at an all-girls school, too. Sentiments like that are probably why he's not doing it. Elliot always manages to luck out in life, huh? I wish I could lecture at St. Estrella. Just once would be enough. I hope you never will if you think he's lucking out. Oh, is that the time? We should probably get going. Revolt wants us to start rehearsing at their flagship store. Yeah, we'll see you guys around. Have fun with the rest of your time in Heimdall. I'll make sure they do. Hope rehearsal goes well. See you later. Well, guess it's time we got started. I've managed to gather some useful information. That was fast. Where from? I spoke to a few fans and hit up some connections at the Music Academy. It seems Imperial Army soldiers have been spotted in town a lot more than usual these days. And whatever they're meeting up here for, it's not on the docket. That is suspicious. I called Dad to see if he knew anything about it, but no luck there. Sounds like the prince's disappearance is top secret even when you go pretty high up. I got the feeling he knew something, though, just that he wasn't sharing. It's very odd for soldiers to be having secret meetings while in uniform. It's possible they're foreign spies disguising themselves as soldiers. Oh no, Tina's probably right. But I don't see what they would stand to gain from their actions. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep. It wouldn't shock me if they were still in uniform while off the clock because they were short on time. Is something bothering you, Elise? There is, but I'd like to get my thoughts in order a little more before sharing. Oh, alright then. All we got now is that something smells fishy. Lady Aurier's instincts were absolutely onto something, yeah. It's too early to say for certain if any of this relates to C, but we should keep that at the back of our minds just in case. The investigation continues then. Yeah, let's keep our eyes peeled. There he is. Alright, so Elliot. He's got that EX rod and pretty much nothing else to show for it. And Count Rackham, Butler Lothar, Esme, Jetta, Charlotte, Mina. I feel like I saw Charlotte at Michelin Wonderland. They're just tourists. Now we can't get in there, so there's no point continuing to hang around here. Oh, these guys. We've got to get back to the orchestra studio and rehearse, we've got to get back to the orchestra studio and rehearse my head off. I'm ready to put all that concert energy we built up into practicing for our new record before it's all gone. You'll have to let me give it a listen when you're done. Absolutely. You and your friends are first on the list. We'll see you later then. Thanks. Have fun at rehearsal. And with that, Dreikel's Plaza. I wonder if there's going to be someone waiting for us at every one of these. Probably not. The only people I could see at Dreikel's Plaza are Eustace or Laura. The latter of which may just be my wishful thinking. Imperial Citizen.
The Emperor and Empress must be worried sick.
Princess Elfin has tried to put on a brave face at school, but deep down...
The sooner we can find him, the sooner everyone can rest easy.
Right. Let me know what I can do to help.
Alright, she's got nothing we are interested in. What about... Oh! It is Eustace and Milliam! Okay.
That was so good! Alright, we can officially cross Dreikel's Plaza off the list. I'm ready to hit up the next spot.
There's no need to be in such a rush. How do you still have space in your stomach for more?
You insult me, Eustace. I need to try all the capital's mouth-watering morsels. I can't throw in the towel this early.
It sounds like Milliam.
You need to sample them all without eating more than your body mass in one sitting.
Says you. I'm still growing. I gotta eat.
Is she still growing, though?
Growing up has less to do with regular consumption and more to do with acting like an adult.
Oh, hey guys.
Eustace Alberea. Milliam Orion. And I don't think I did Elliot's.
Argument to that, by the way.
I don't think I did Elliot's introduction. But oh, well, it's Elliot. He'll be aight.
If you want me to start acting like an adult, then you've got to start treating me like it. How's a girl supposed to feel big without being called a big sister?
Counter-argument to your counter-argument. That makes no sense.
Hey.
Yes, it does. Don't be mean.
I didn't expect you all to come this early. I see Elliot is with you already. Yeah, we just met up earlier. We were going around gathering info when we happened to see you here. Elise wanted to help us out too, so that's why she's here. I'll do my best not to trouble you. I don't think there's any chance of that. You'll be a fine help. If you need anything, just lean on me. Thank you. I will. I think anyone can tell Elise is going to be a more reliable asset than you here. Rude! Seeing them at a stall together takes me back to the summer festival. How was that only a few short months ago? It feels like so much longer. I can't imagine Eustace saw what Rufus is doing coming either. It has to be weighing heavily on him. But at least he has Milliam to help take his mind off of it. I love these two. Come on, give Big Sissy some love. Please remove yourself from around my neck. But we haven't seen each other in forever. It's barely been 2 weeks. That's 2 whole weeks. She whines, but she's not trying to escape. Yeah. This is how it always is with them now. Hey, do you want to try some gelato or ice cream from one of the stalls? I'll treat you. I'm betting that means Eustace will treat her. The milk ice cream is super rich and tasty. I'll pass. I need to leave room for lunch. You're never gonna grow any bigger if you only eat the bare minimum, Tilly. I've I've gained another reg on you since our last update. At this rate, you're gonna need heels to get anywhere close to my height. But then again, I am older, so maybe I've earned it. Oh, she's going for it. 1 ice cream cone, please, with 5 scoops. 5 scoops? Jeez. You only allow 3 scoops maximum? Then I'll take 3, but I'd appreciate it if you made them as big as possible. She really doesn't want to lose this thing they've got going on, huh? At least they're bonding in their own way. Anyway, were you guys gathering intel or just on a date? We were not standing idly, and we were certainly not on a date. We've been looking into the flow of goods in the capital. That would explain why you were visiting multiple shops and stalls. What have you learned then? Well, it seems like there's lots of groups buying stuff in bulk lately. All kinds of stuff too. Food, ornaments. It's almost like they're getting ready for something. That is unusual. I could get panic buying in response to Crossbell's occupation, but lately implies before that. Yeah, the war's over and winter's still far off, so it can't be stocking up for the weather. Then why? The buyers themselves are suspicious sorts. When we started looking into them in detail, we discovered they were either startups or foreign. That, and they all appear to exist in name only. That only adds to the mystery. Did she eat it all that quickly? Oh, you're already done with your ice cream? Wasn't it good? Well, yes. I have to admit that we're not here to discuss ice cream. If the buyers exist in name only, could we be dealing with cases of fraud? Actually, no. The transactions are legitimate. The sellers received their money and the goods were dispatched. But the other significant mystery is that there is no record of where any of these goods ended up. The Intelligence Division has tried tracking some of these orders, but they just get forwarded all over the place before disappearing along with other orders like this. They may have had better luck if they marked an order from the moment it's placed, but alas. Right, by the time they realize they're dealing with another one of these, the transaction is already long done. So, do we think whoever's doing this has gathered all the stuff they need by now? Probably. It sounds as though we're dealing with some very skilled criminals. Perhaps the Reborn Imperial Liberation Front is hoarding supplies? What is it? Nothing worthy of note. I was just wondering if it perhaps may lead to Crossbell's new Supreme Leader instead. So they're stockpiling stuff for Rufus and his Ebon Defense Force. Well, it could. True. I just cannot fathom why my brother would be so foolish. I thought he'd finally learned his lesson. It makes no sense to me either. I haven't known him for that long, even if we were both Ironbloods. But after we beat him in the Imperial Fortress, he seemed pretty much done. I think we were all under that same impression. Either way, speculating on what he's trying to do serves us no purpose in the now. Regardless of his reasons, I will be sure to right his wrongs as his brother. I'm sorry you're going through this, Eustace. Right now, our primary focus isn't him, but the missing prince and princess. That doesn't mean we can afford to turn a blind eye to Crossbell, mind. I'm just not sure whether the crisis there and their disappearance are connected in any way. But whatever the answer is, when our focus inevitably turns to him, you won't be alone in confronting him. So don't try running off alone, alright? Don't worry. I wouldn't dare. I'm well aware that there's only so much I can do alone. Ha! Good! Because your friends are here to help you in times of need, and you definitely need us here. We're always here for you, Eustace. Well then, should we get back to gathering information? That would be wise. The more we can find, the better. Then let's go, go, go! Me and the little bunny are ready to go. Indeed, we can't let the rest of Class 7 be the only ones working hard. And I'll be here for whatever you need. So now we've got them. Yes, Very Berry Ice Cream. Golden. So who could be in the last place? I didn't remember that we met Eustace and Milliam here in the last place, but this plaza feels very Eustace or Laura. So I'm gonna cross my fingers and say Laura is up next. Vancouver Street. Well, this place I feel has more connection to Crow than Laura. Heimdall, Vancouver Street. But we all know what's about to happen here. Lesage. Or I guess in French it might be something closer to Lesage. Nomadic coat. Ooh, very expensive. And it's worse than what Elise has. That's crazy. Alright, we are officially too broke for anything else. Oh, we can exchange our Sepith mask, though. Nice. The shopping's back on, boys! Yeah, and of course all the new people would be kitted completely out. Well, we're gonna hit up all these shops just to be certain. Because it's only the one side of Vancouver we can ever go on. Shop. Miss Schneider Light. Item drop rate plus 40%. We'll put that on somebody else. We can get the Raikiri, yes, Calamity Claw, and Dread Shout. Rean. We can give him a little more power, but can't upgrade her at all. And we can do both of hers. We cannot do both of hers, actually. I just lied. Alright, so that's fine. Equip. Yeah. Make her a little more resilient. So hopefully we can get ourselves... Well, I should probably do a little bit of cooking too, huh? Whoa, these guys look like serious bigs. Brighton and Isaac. Then you got Layla. And another Keith. But Keith is a much more common name, so... Not like Myria. 2 Myrias, that's crazy. Dark Papillon. God dang it. Literally just upgraded. Now we've already run into stuff that's better. And now we have to go right back to the other dude to upgrade her thing. So
business as usual here, even with the prince gone MIA.
The information blackout will only last for so long. We need to find a lead soon.
Agreed. We'll need to give this place a thorough look.
So I actually just skipped going back to Lumiere Orbital because we can't upgrade her weapon for some reason. Not sure why that is. Now let's get our little scene. Oh, okay, well. I guess there's no reason to replay it, but... Orange Pecky. They're not gonna get us this time. We know what the Peckies are for. We'll be able to trade that for some godlike equipment. In fact, let's get... Well, we're actually too broke to afford very many of those. Kagemaru bookmark. You can probably make something really good for that, too. Just gonna hoard all this stuff. Whoa. Who is? Oh, Elliot's sister! And Alan, one of our classmates. Is that Alan? Bridget! Hey, Rean. Fancy running into all of you here. It's been a while, hasn't it? Alan and I were just enjoying some quality time together between one of his missions. Sorry to interrupt. So does that mean the army has been keeping you busy? Pretty much. The armored divisions have been stretched thin due to being scaled back. I'm doing everything I can to reduce the load on General Craig and Lieutenant Colonel Neidhart. I still owe them a lot after the war. That's why I volunteered to travel around the Empire to serve as a Panzer Soldat drill instructor and work on communications missions. The whole reason I'm in the capital today was to make a report. It's about something that supposedly affects all of the divisions. It seems a little shady to me, but we're covering all of our bases just to be safe. What causes you to find it suspicious? I don't think he's allowed to share that. I'm not, but I wouldn't be surprised if you guys ended up finding out on your own. Don't be surprised if the Imperial Army reaches out to you when the time comes. Hearing that just makes me more worried about what they have you doing. Even the nobility has been stressed this year with many families reorganizing their territories. My family has been helping coordinate. Father's been so busy that I've had to help him, which means it's even harder for Alan and I to make time to see one another. It helps knowing that we'll finally be able to hold our wedding once things calm down. No shit? I bet that's a motivator. I suppose it is about time you two tied the knot. Congrats again. Thanks, man. I finally feel like I'm a man worthy of being by Bridget's side after leaving the war behind. I don't plan on letting that change between now and the big day. Oh, Alan! So, they're doing well. Really? Mr. Chef himself only has Imperial tea for us? That's interesting. Prismatic macarons. Maybe we'll be able to get something good with that. Drugstore flint. Herb Pecky. We could use more battle scopes. And for right now, that's all she wrote, just about. But we know C and Swin are walking down these same roads right now. Or was it? Alright, well, let's go in here. Imperial Chronicle building. Yeah, it's on and popping over here. Oh, the twins! Vivi and, I forget the other one. Well, 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 if it isn't Class 7... I had no idea you were in the capital, Lind. Hey, missed you guys! We weren't expecting to run into the two of you here either. Oh, is this a bad time? Everyone here looks really busy. Aw, don't worry about that. I was just in the mood for a break anyway. Besides, there's no better way to get hot scoops than talking to you, Rean. Although I'm guessing your sister would have plenty of goss to share too, being the student council president and all. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh, and I'm definitely asking to interview you at some point, Ash, so keep an eye out for that. I think we all know what that will be about. Ugh, Can't we just drop that? Huh, yeah, I think that one's gonna stick with you. Is this his being from Hamel? Either way, I think we've made you stand for long enough. There are some chairs for meetings and the like over there. Why don't we go sit down? If you don't mind me asking, what brings you here anyway, Lind? I thought you were still doing your residency over at St. Ursula. I am, technically. After I finished helping out at the branch campus, I started another year of study in Crossbell. But while I was here in Heimdall for a training session, Crossbell got occupied, so here I am. That would explain it. So obviously she decided to come spend some time with her favoriteest sister in the world. She's helping us with clerical work as a part-timer right now. Ha! Well, ain't your company a bunch of bleeding hearts? Well, even if they said no, I was just gonna make her pretend to be me. Either way, I win. They don't make any noise when they do the sweat drop anymore. Why is that? It's so weird that it's silent now. That sounds very illegal. I wouldn't put it past her for a second, though. Still, I don't think anyone saw this coming. The former Governor General suddenly declaring himself Supreme Leader of Crossbell? That's a shocker. The craziness you saw when you came in here is everyone trying to get a special issue ready about it all. Another special issue? Because we literally just bought one. Still, it's somewhat strange how little the general population has been reacting to the news. Everyone seems shockingly calm. I've been getting that impression during my time in the capital too. I imagine it's due in part to the fact that no one is able to communicate with anyone over in Crossbell. Maybe that lack of immediacy is keeping the reality of the situation from sinking in. Has the Chronicle conducted any opinion polls on the issue? We sure have. And I gotta say, I was surprised by what people thought the Empire should do in light of all this. Invade Crossbell? Most people responded that we should try to avoid any major conflict. Oh, I keep forgetting that Erebonia is like Germany in this and not America. It makes sense they'd want to keep their nose clean of any more intercontinental crap. That is somewhat surprising. Given the recent history of Erebonia, I would have assumed people would respond more belligerently. Maybe people are finally just sick of war. That would be my take as well. The Battle of Jormungand may have only lasted one entire day, but the economic toll of our reparations and the mental toll on those who are conscripted cannot be ignored. It's taken half a year for us to get to the point where life's finally starting to go back to normal too. Yeah, paying reparations to wronged nations? This is definitely Germany and not America. Indeed, people are still focused on securing their own livelihoods. Of course, that's just your average Erebonian's take on the issue, not the government's stance. But neither the government nor His Majesty have cleared things up on that front yet. I've tried asking the military for a statement a few times, but no dice. Now that, I'm not surprised by. Still, thanks for the information. I feel like I have a better grasp on the situation now. You're very welcome. Now then, Rean Hot Scoops Schwarzer, why don't you tell me about how your little investigation is going? And don't play dumb, I know all about it. Then why, pray tell, do you need to ask us questions on it? You do? Did they ask you to assist with the search, Phoebe? Not quite. See, I first caught wind of it from a fellow reporter a little while back, Grace probably. It was just a rumor at that point, but I got right to work trying to corroborate it. I hit up every source I had, from other reporters to fellow Thor's alumni like Adele, Fee, and Monk. Eventually, Major Claire realized I was hot on the story. And let's be real, at that point, she didn't really have any other options other than reaching out to me herself, so that's how I know. Well, that's really something. From anyone else, that story would surprise me. But from you, Vivi? I suppose the last thing anyone wants is an uninformed, hearsay-based version of that story getting out. Yeah, the true version's bad enough. The information was shared with me too because I'm helping Vivi out. Unfortunately, I don't think we know any more than you do yet. Yeah, but if we catch word of anything, you'll be the first ones to know. So give us a call if you catch word of anything yourselves. Alright, will do. So that's Lind and Vivi taken care of. It was reassuring to see that Lind's here, even if it's just by sheer chance. I'm worried about Rex, though. I haven't heard from him ever since he left to take photos of the ceremony and the EDF appeared. Knowing him, I'm sure he's running around snapping pictures like his life depends on it. So he's probably fine, but still. Times like this, I'm reminded just how handy it was when we had access to the Round of 7. It sure made gathering information a little easier when we could get in touch remotely no matter where we all were. I can only wonder how Gaius is doing now that he's back in Nord. Didn't people say that Gaius and Lynn might have had a little thing for each other? But it was, what's-her-face? It was that creepy painter girl that he was in, well, she wasn't, because Beryl was the creepy girl, who would have been a cool person to, like, fight with. What are we? Gather information in each district. So is there someone I haven't spoken to here yet, then? Not sure what I'm missing. And just like that, we got the band back together. I guess so. So, any luck gathering info? Yes, now would be a good time to compare what we found. In that case, how about we meet at the cafe inside the department store? Great idea. Let's head there now. Okay, this was it then. And they're not standing there now.
Am I imagining things?
Is something the matter?
No, it's nothing.
It was, in fact, not nothing. But for right now, we can't focus on that. It's a little early, but heck, I'm down for lunch. Forget tea time. How about we take meal time? Milliam, I think you've eaten enough. More than enough. Uh-oh. Plot's calling. A call? Oh. Representative Regnitz. Greetings, Rean. My apologies for contacting you out of the blue like this. I was wondering if, by chance, you might have met with the rest of Class 7 by now. We did get together with the investigation group in the capital not too long ago, in fact. I take it you have some idea of what's going on with us? Huh, more or less, but not like back when the Intelligence Bureau was under direct control of the government. Man, it's wild that we have a direct line to the head of government, huh? About that, there's a matter of utmost importance I must discuss with you all. Assuming you haven't eaten yet, I'd love to discuss it over lunch. Great timing. Let's all grab a bite together. It'll be our pleasure. Much appreciated. I'll be waiting at the Der Himmel Hotel in the Garnier district. Whoa! That's where we're gonna meet up with certain someones. Oh, and please don't feel rushed. I have plenty of time. Alright, thank you as always. Representative Regnitz wants to discuss something with us directly. Perhaps he's learned something pertaining to the incident. Either way, I think we can count on something juicy. Der Himmel, right? That's a fancy hotel in the Garnier district. Lunch at a hotel, huh? Consider me pumped! How about you, Eustace? Please, I'm begging you. Don't forget your table manners. It seems we still have a bit of free time. It would be best to tie up any loose threads now while we have the chance. Right, this could be a golden opportunity to investigate the Garnier district. Once we're all set, let's head to the hotel. Well, guess we're gonna go there and see some certain someones. But they'll still be putzing around for their crepes at the moment. It'd be cool because we don't know who they are at the moment, so it'd be cool if we could just talk to them. Heimdall, Garnier district.
I don't sense anyone following me now. So why did I sense it before?
Did something happen, Rean?
And there's the Opera House. Remember when we used to only know Vita as a singer here, Elliot?
Her world felt so far away, but now we've been on the same stage. They actually invited me to come back too, so I'll save you guys a seat.
Whoa.
Nice, looking forward to it.
He performs with her now? That's so crazy considering he's fought against her, but now we've got Emma's sister in witchery here.
Oh.
Oh, you guys are Emma's friends, right? They are. Fancy seeing you here, Class 7. It's been a while since we talked, hasn't it? Hello, and I'm so sorry, but I'm not sure we've met. These two live in Erin Village, where Emma's from. Well, in my case, I'm a wandering witch who works outside of the village. Ever since Nina qualified to be one herself, we've been visiting different places while I teach her more about the outside world. She's still dressed like she's a brand new witch, like she fell straight out of Little Red Riding Hood or something. After all, she might end up following Emma's footsteps and be asked to travel forth for her own assignments. Her little brother Albareo was doing the same thing. Euclid is the one showing him around right now, I think. Congratulations then, Nina. You're now one step closer to becoming a full-time wandering witch like you wanted. Aw, thank you, Altina. I'm so excited. It's amazing how many people there are out here, and how lively they all are. The world is just so bright and shining. At least, that's how it usually is. But sometimes it seems like they get really gloomy too. I wonder why. And there's the million-mirror question. Yeah, if I had to put it into words, I can sense multiple sources of mana that feel somehow murky. It's not as strong as it was during the Twilight, though, so that makes it hard to pin down their source. Yeah, that's exactly how it feels! You're so smart, Marjorie! Interesting. Then at the very least, there's clearly something going on, even if we can't say what it is yet. Thanks for letting us in on what you know. We'll be sure to keep a close lookout for anything that's suspicious. Okay, good luck, guys! And these guys with the crepes... Those don't seem to be entirely done at the moment, but it's not looking like there's anything else in Der Himmel for us. Or there's anything else outside of Der Himmel for us. We're scheduled to have lunch with Representative Regnitz at this hotel. We still have some time to spare, but I wonder if we should head in early. Entering the hotel will cause the main story to advance. Heimdall will become inaccessible, as will sub-events yet to be seen. I want to save. Even though I know we've already done everything, I still want to save just to be certain. Because the only thing was that fight for Dorothy. So yeah. Let's enter Der Himmel. Oh! This was the super important... No, this is on the other side.
Thank you for coming.
Representative Regnitz.
Not at all. Thank you for inviting us.
An Elfin! Alfin Race Arnor.
happy I get to see your faces again.
Your Highness.
What brings you here, Your Highness?
I should very much be asking you the same thing. All this, and you're being forced to place yourself in harm's way for my brother.
I'm so sorry for not consulting you first.
Oh, Alphen is surprised to see her? Yeah, okay.
Yes, as you ought to be. I'm your best friend. I could have thanked you much sooner, Elise, had you not kept this a secret from me.
Then you won't stop me?
Why would she? She wants her brother found, and she knows you're a capable fighter.
Stop you? Heaven forbid. As soon as Representative Regnitz informed me of the details, I chose to accompany him of my own volition. I cannot bear to ignore a matter that involves my family. So please, let me do my part. Let me be part of your team.
No friggin' way. Rena's probably gonna shoot that down like a... Come on, dude. Rena's not gonna say yes to that.
I'd like that very much.
No way!
You've always been a part of the team, Your Highness.
Well, this has come to a fine resolution, but it won't do to begin discussions on an empty stomach.
There's no friggin' way they're actually gonna let her fight, though, is she? She'll probably just be a guest or something.
Why don't we have some lunch first?
You won't hear any objections from me.
I could definitely use a bite.
But we do want to hear what Representative Regnitz has to say. That really hit the spot! I can hardly believe you finished it all. Your stomach really is a void. I'd like to see who can eat more between you and Maya. I can't blame you, though. The quality of a first-class hotel's food is not to be underestimated. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get to come to a place like this on my food tour. You must have really, really liked it too, Tilly. You ate a ton. Well, I'm a growing girl just as much as you. Well, I'm glad you both enjoyed it. Shall we get down to business then? First, I wanted to discuss the disappearance of the prince and the new princess. With what we have now, we believe it to be the work of a terrorist who goes by C. I wish we could say more about them, but I'm afraid we know very little. Just that they're the leader of a so-called reborn Imperial Liberation Front. They also look slightly different from the C we dealt with in the past, so they've already tried to confirm whether it's Crow or not then. Speaking of which, I'd like your take on that matter, Rean. Do you believe the new C and the original C are one and the same? I'll admit that I haven't been able to get in touch with Crow to confirm for sure. But I'm convinced that, no, they are not the same person. I was thinking the same. This new one has mimicked the original style in their statement, but I think Crow has left those days behind for good. It's a relief to hear you feel that way. Seems like a safe bet, yeah. As for the contents of their statement, they referred directly to His Highness. Our first target was the foolish prince and his wings, now bound to inaction. That does make it quite clear that they were responsible for the abduction. I would assume wings refers to the courageous. Vast as the Empire is, how they're able to keep a ship of that size hidden from sight is quite the mystery in itself. Yeah, it might have stealth capabilities, but that can only go so far on its own. It's impressive. They've managed to keep its location from the Intelligence Division, even if it isn't at its former size. Me and Tilly are still in it, though. So, you heard any new statements from C? I'm afraid not. That's the only one. We've been trying to investigate this matter as best we can, but our foe is quite cunning. They won't let themselves be caught so easily. If only. Given the nature of this crime, we'll need to be exceptionally covert during our investigation. But naturally, the government cannot and will not leave this case unsolved. You will have our full backing however you choose to go about this. If you're in need of the military police's assistance, you need only to ask. Thank you, Your Excellency. Next, I'd like to discuss my primary reason for summoning you here. Would that be the information you said you wanted to share when you called? That it would. This information was given to me by General Van Dyke. But Princess Alphen and Elise have also verified it with their own experiences. What information is this, then? Really? Does this relate to the thing you were concerned about when we met up with Elliot? Yes, it does. Allow me to explain. The students of St. Estrella come from many a different background. We have many with family in the military, including officers and generals. That in itself isn't a problem. What is that many of these military family members have been reportedly acting strangely of late. In what way? I remember hearing rumors about that when I was at the school too. Most of them are seemingly reformists and young officers who idolize the late Chancellor. It's as if they refuse to settle back into normality after the war's end. They're still addressing others with deep aggression and are clearly very unhappy with the current state of the Empire. But the thing that concerns us most of all is the reaction to Crossbell's reoccupation. They're hyped about it. They aren't at all angry with the idea of a united nation. It's the opposite, in fact. They're in full support of it. That is not good. That's an understatement. What utter insanity. The success of a united nation would also mean the end of Erebonia. I don't know. We kind of sound like the bad guys here right now. Precisely. I am a reformist, but supporting such an extreme concept is nothing short of baffling to me. Of course, obviously, a country is going to fight to preserve itself if you try to tear all borders down and declare them nationless. But, maybe there's not really a problem with that in the end? I don't know. Maybe there's nothing wrong with that. According to General Van Dyke, some of them have been showing worrying signs of plotting something in light of this. Exactly what that something is in detail, he has yet to confirm. That kind of ties up with what me, Uses, and Elliot found out too. Yeah. Oh? Could you tell me what you discovered? The group shared their findings with Representative Regnitz. Soldiers holding covert meetings in the city and large amounts of supplies disappearing. It wouldn't surprise me if members of the army were defecting to the Ebon Defense Force. I think we need to look into potential points of contact between them. Agreed. I think we've also got a clearer picture of what's been going on here after sharing all we know. If we put the pieces we currently have together, the muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City from C's statement refers to defecting members of the army. That makes sense. The statement did mention it would see those who supported the United Nation pay for their crimes. Guess it's all fallen into place then. If there really are rebels in the army and punishing them is C's goal, then who we find first doesn't really matter because the other will be there. How convenient for us. Yeah, it sure is. I'm glad I was able to help put you on the right track. Class 7 always comes through in the end. Your Highness? Pardon me, you don't have to worry. I'm hardly the only one for whom life is difficult right now. I'm sure that if I were to ask you to rest, you wouldn't listen. But please, at least be a little gentler to yourself, Your Highness. But the great mental burden of not knowing whether family is safe and well is not to be underestimated. Them being missing also means that you have to carry on with the work that would normally be given to them. You are going through too much for one to handle right now. If you are feeling at all unwell, we would like for you to consider taking some time off. I couldn't possibly... I'm in full agreement. Taking care of yourself is as much a part of your duties as working. While you do that, we'll see to it these crimes are solved. You have our word. I'll do what I can in your stead, so she's not joining up with us. And I will see that Prince Oliver and Lady Sherazard are brought home as soon as possible. You can put your trust in us. I suppose you're right. Perhaps resting is as much part of my duties as well. And you won't have to worry, Your Excellency. We're still not sure exactly how the situation stands in Crossbell, but I'm sure Machias is just fine. I concur. It will take more than this to make him lose heart. Thank you both. I've also put similar faith in my son. I'm sure he's doing everything he can on the inside to see justice prevail. As are Elisa and Toa. I think we all feel the same way. They ain't got nothing to worry about as long as they have Supermaid with them. And we're a whole super crew, so if they got things covered, then so do we. That's right. Okay. So now that we've gotten all that established, where to next? Thank you all for your time. I'm glad we could exchange information. It was a very worthwhile meeting. Well, we ought to make our way back to the palace. Be careful on your journey, everyone. And I'm counting on you, Elise. Thank you, Your Highness. Good luck. I'm always available if you need to get in touch. Alright. Should we get going too then? Yes, let's. Princess Elfin. And we can stay here if we want, but there's really no reason for us to ever rest at an inn. Something feels strange. Choosing to continue will cause the main story to advance. It will also not be possible to go any further in Rean's story for a brief period. Is something wrong? It's probably nothing. I've just gotten a weird feeling. It feels like something is in my pocket that wasn't there before. Rean's also getting a mirror too then? So they're gonna be able to communicate with each other then. Yup. What is this? Huh? That's a weird looking mirror. Since when did you carry one of those around? Since never. This isn't mine. It just ended up in my pocket somehow. Are you certain? I doubt anyone could slip something into your pocket without you noticing. Yeah, nothing gets by you, Rean. I don't have a clue how this got here, but there has to be a reason behind it. Though I can't imagine it connects in any way to the prince's disappearance or what's happening in Crossbell. Whoa! What? What's happening?
The conditions have been met.
Oh, well, all right then.
The road to where all may gather, to where destiny avails itself, just at the horizon, is open.
So this won't allow us to just talk to each other? It'll allow us to actually move through space?
Come, and sink into an illusion that mirrors the real world and extols its endless possibilities.
This must be the Reverie then. That sounds like a Reverie. So it's not C. I thought C had somehow had an agent put his mirror into Lloyd's pocket, and then Nadia might have slipped it into Rean's, but clearly that's not the case. This place looks like where Ouroboros gathered at. So maybe all of the Ouroboros agents have this, and apparently Nadia and Swin aren't in Ouroboros, so I'm not sure how that works. But we may not actually physically... What just happened? What? Where are we? It's some sort of white garden. I've never seen anything like it. I'm getting the feeling there's more to this place than meets the eye, too. I mean, what kind of garden is surrounded by floating books? Yeah, I'm not sure where we are, but it doesn't feel like the world we know. How do we even get here to begin with? That's a good question. I can't fathom how we came here either. In fact, I can't recall what I was doing before I ended up here at all. We don't remember that we were standing at Armorica? I feel as though we were all together the moment before we arrived, but beyond that, I haven't the slightest clue what happened. Well, this is just great. It's like something is blocking out my memories of before we got here. Why? Obviously that would be important if we can't remember something as mundane as the fact that we were at Armorica, but have we also forgotten the occupation of Crossbell? Actually, it's worse than that. It's not just my memories of right before. There's gotta be a pretty good reason I was hanging around you guys, but beats me what it is. He can't even remember that, so we have forgotten the occupation of Crossbell. Is this what the Reverie is about, though? We have to fight to get our memories back? At least we're all on the same page about that. I feel fuzzy, too. I've been trying my best to recall what I was doing earlier today, but nothing's coming to mind. My best guess is we were working together for some reason, but I'm not sure why. Regardless of how we got here, I think it's safe to assume it's affected our memories somehow. Agreed, and standing around being confused isn't going to answer any of our questions. I think we should have a look around and see what we can find. So do I. If nothing else, we need to know whether this garden is safe. We may find clues as to how we arrived here as well. Sounds like we got a plan then. Oh, and don't forget there are 2 floors to this place. Let's check them both out. So Rean's group is definitely here somewhere and also experiencing the same sudden onset of amnesia. Yeah, we probably can't go back either. That mirror is enormous. And it looks remarkably similar to this one. You're right. It's as though this smaller mirror is a fragment of the larger one. Come to think of it, I'm surprised I can remember you even having that mirror. So they remember Lloyd having that mirror very clearly. I do too, although I can't remember what it is or why Lloyd has it. Actually, did you work something out? I wouldn't go that far, unfortunately. I just remembered something that's common in Eastern folklore. It's said mirrors with evil spirits in them can cause strange phenomena. It made me wonder if this mirror perhaps has some kind of strange power in it. And if that's how we were all brought here. That's pretty spooky, but just as good a guess as any at this point. This place is so weird that I wouldn't rule out anything as a possibility. Yep, I can feel something strange coming off it, but it's not doing anything for now at least. Maybe it'll kick on or something if we do something else around here. Are you saying it could have conditions? If that's the case, discerning those conditions could be our key to getting out of here. Let's continue to have a look around then. Alright, check out the surrounding area, which we will absolutely do next time. So definitely join me then for more Trails into Reverie. Bye for now, guys.
A sea of clouds, and at its heart, the world tree. piercing the heavens. This is the world we call home. All rest